What 90s teen rom-com is basically just a modern-day version of Jane Austen's Emma? Up next on Cinema B-Side. Welcome back to another filming locations video, but before we get started, we gotta handle a little business. Hello cinephiles, it's me Todd. I'm in the studio. As you can see, I just wanted to let everyone know that the best way to support the channel is to subscribe to my Patreon, where not only do you become a member of the community, you get early access to the B-side videos, as well as watch-throughs of movies or TV shows we are covering, and other movie reactions and commentaries from a filmmaker's perspective. And if that's out of your budget, no worries, just hit that like button. It really does help out the channel with the algorithm. And of course, subscribe to get the latest videos delivered directly to you. Hit that notification bell to be alerted of the newest uploads, and please share these videos with your friends and family. And now, back to our regularly scheduled program. In 1993, 20th Century Fox came to writer and director Amy Heckerling and said they wanted to make a television show. That's right, initially a television show about teenagers, but not the nerds. They wanted it to be about the cool kids. She said the most successful character at that point she had ever created was Spicoli from Fast Times. People think it's because he was stoned and a surfer, but that's not it. It's because he's so positive. So she thought, I'm gonna write a character who's positive and happy all the time. And that was the birth of Cher. So today, we will be going all over Beverly Hills and some not so Beverly Hills locations to find all of the locations for Clueless. So are you ready? Let's go! Of course, our first location from the movie is gonna be Cher's house. But Cher does not live anywhere near Beverly Hills. Actually, her house is in Encino, and we're not even talking downtown Encino or even Encino Hills where Allie from The Karate Kid lived. No, we're talking way out in the boondocks, way in the boonies of Encino. And right back here, behind this gate with the 4 lions, is Cher's house. All the exteriors were shot at the house behind this gate. Unfortunately, it's set back from the street, so we can't get a good view of it, but back there is where Cher lived. Now, actually in Beverly Hills is Dionne's house, but there's been a lot more shrubbery and bushes and things, so it's a little bit harder to figure out. I'm gonna do a little walk by and see what we can come up with. There we go. There's the front door. Dionne walks right out there to meet Cher in the car and walks right down these steps. Here's another angle. And some of the statues. But there it is, Dionne's house. Now about 3 blocks away from Dionne's house is the stop sign that Cher totally does not pause at, and California rolls right through. You can tell that the stop sign is the same, but the house that was behind it, all of these trees have grown so big and tall in front of it, but just right back there, you can see the chimney. So this is it. I totally paused. Now the girls head off to school, which is the next big filming location. And the school is basically just Occidental College in Eagle Rock. And we all know we've been there recently for the Midnight Madness filming locations video. So if you want to check out my Midnight Madness filming locations video, click the card in the upper right. I normally like to do these in the order that we see all the locations in the movie, but there's so much that takes place at Occidental, I'm just going to run them all together. So up next are all the filming locations at Occidental College. So much goes on here at Occidental, from this opening shot here, many of Cher's introductions and voiceovers where she talks to herself, all takes place right here in the main quad at Occidental. The girls walk down the main walkway here in the quad so many times. So I'm just gonna film the entire thing from beginning to end because I'm sure anything that I film here is gonna be from the film. The first time we're introduced to Murray is right here. You could see the bell tower right up behind him.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
Cher and Dionne begin their plan to get Mr. Hall together with Miss Geist, luring him in with their special brand of coffee.
Oh my god, look.
It looks like the benches have been updated since then, and a few more have been added, but right here is where Mr. Hall and Miss Geist have their coffee date. So this building is the side of the bell tower building, and it looks like they had set up some tables and chairs out here and made it look like this is the cafeteria area.
D, when your allergies act up, take out your nose ring.
The girls are all lined up down here along the fence during the tennis portion of PE class. And our introduction to Ty takes place right here as well, as she's standing right here, and you can see the track and field right behind her. Another of the many times the girls are walking down the main outside quad area. Of course, only Travis and the Burnouts hang out up here on the hill at the Samuelson Campus Pavilion.
No respectable girl actually dates them.
The Friends group photo shoot takes place right here in front of the water fountain, where Cher tries to get Elton and Ty together. The Weingart Center for the Liberal Arts is where the dorm is for Josh's girlfriend. You can see them going up the steps here, and Josh dropping her off at the front while Cher looks on from the car. All right, this took me forever to figure out, and I think this is it. But this is where Ty tells the tall tale of being dangled over the side of the second story. So none of this is the actual cafeteria area where they're sitting. They must have just put some tables and chairs out here, like I said earlier, and they just cheated these shots. Because actually, the outdoor seating area and cafeteria area is up here on the other side of that same building. So, and nothing lines up from up here. Like, the best stuff is all in that middle quad area where almost everything takes place. Through the glass here at the Administrative Center, Christian attempts to teach Cher about beauty and art, and she just can't seem to grasp what he's talking about. We all know Cher and Dionne are named after famous women who now have infomercials, but what were the actual infomercials that Cher and Dionne Warwick were peddling at the time? Write it in the comments. E.T. wants to know. All right, this is it. This is what's left of the Westside Pavilions Mall, Cher's sanctuary, where she goes to gather her thoughts and regain her strength. As you can see, the outside looks really similar, but it's been rebuilt and changed so many times, and in fact is now fully closed because they're doing it again. As you can see down here, they've rebuilt the second part of the building. The mall is connected right here with this walkway, but it's been closed for a while because they've been rebuilding it. And here it is. This is what's left of the original building of Westside Pavilion. Now, another filming location that doesn't take place where it says it is the party in the valley. So the Val Powerhouse is not in the valley. It's way out in the Granada Hills. So that's where we're headed to next. Now, just about 40 minutes outside of LA, in the Granada Hills on Knollwood Drive, is where the Valley Party took place. But unfortunately for us, the home was demolished and this house was built in its place. So right inside there, well, not inside there, but on this spot, is where the Valley Party took place. And of course, the Circus Liquor here on Burbank Boulevard in North Hollywood is where Elton fights with Cher and he dumps her out of the car, and she gets held up right here in the parking lot of the Circus Liquor. But look, it looks exactly the same. Like nothing has changed whatsoever. That's so amazing. There's this great shot of Cher standing right here in between the Circus Liquor clown and the building itself. Looks like right here on the right-hand side is where the mugger mugs Cher and takes a purse and her cell phone and makes her ruin her outfit by laying on the ground and counting to, I don't know, 100?
1, 2.
Long before this Kabuki sushi restaurant moved in here in Burbank, it was the Crocodile Cafe. And that's where Cher and the girls have their little lunch meetup. Let's go in and try and see if we can find their booth. That's it. It's that right there. Boom.
Survey says doable.
The Geffen Contemporary at Mocha Building in downtown LA is where the party takes place, where the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones play. Now here you can see these steel doors on the outside of the Mocha Building, and inside during the party you can see Cher and Ty walk right by these same steel doors, or when Ty is standing on her own before Josh comes over and asks her to dance. She's standing right there in front of those same steel doors that we can see here on the outside. So this Geffen Contemporary building is an extension of Mocha, and they have all this amazing artwork out here. Like, look at this giant sculpture of airplane parts. I mean, we'll have to come back here and check this out. Looks like the airplane sculpture is part of this Go for Broke exhibit, which highlights Japanese Americans who fought in World War II. It's pretty amazing. We are here in Long Beach to try and recreate the freeway scene. Even though it says they're going on the 405, they did a little movie magic and used a portion of Shoreline Drive in Long Beach to make it look like they're on the freeway. So the filmmakers didn't want to shut down a whole freeway and deal with all of that. And here in Long Beach, a lot of the streets just look like they're part of the freeway system, because this is where all of the trucks take all of the deliveries as they come from the ports of San Pedro and Long Beach. So a lot of the streets just kind of look like they're part of the freeway because they eventually do get on the freeway.
Yo, you're getting on the freeway!
What?
No, turn right! Get out of the lane! No. Okay, get the procedure, just get out the lane! Truck!
When they enter the street, you can see this overpass, and that's where the old lady goes by and flips them off. And then all the bikers come, and as they keep going down, you can see this parking structure right behind them, right here. And then the truck comes up right behind them, even freaking Murray
Keep
out.
your hands off the wheel at all times!
Man, this scene is so funny. I remember seeing it in the theater and everyone just dying laughing. Cher begins her failed driver's test on San Vicente in Brentwood right here.
Move into the right lane.
Watch out for the bike lane!
Oops, my bad.
The DMV instructor tells Cher to get back into the right lane, and she sideswipes the parked car right here. This took me a bit to figure out, but it's those two street signs that I'm trying to line up, and this is the best I think I can do. The DMV test instructor tells her to pull over right here and turn off the engine on Bristol Avenue in Brentwood. The test instructor forces her to switch places so he can drive back to the DMV. The first big Beverly Hills landmark is Rodeo Drive, as Cher walks down these steps, starting to sort out her feelings, and heads this way towards Tiffany's, which is right next door. Now, fun fact, directly across the street is the Regent Beverly Wilshire, where Richard Gere was staying in Pretty Woman. Took place right inside this hotel. Cher starts to walk up Rodeo Drive as she window shops and sees the outfit and wonders if it's in her size. Contemplating all of her mixed feelings, Cher walks directly in front of what's called the witch's house, right here in Beverly Hills. I just want to show everyone the amazing detail that has gone into building and making this witch's house, with all its accessories and the way that the windows and shutters are built, the crooked pipes up at the top. It's really amazing. She kind of doubles back and rounds the corner where Tiffany's is, as you now know that the Regent Beverly Wilshire is the hotel that's right behind her. Now another Beverly Hills landmark is the electric fountain, and here is where Cher realizes her love for Josh. Cher enters through this pathway and walks around the backside of the fountain. You can start to see some of the wall where the Beverly Hills sign is right behind her. She stops and pauses right here as the water fountain shoots up and realizes her fate of her love for Josh.
Oh my God. I love Josh.
And another fun fact for you, the Beverly Hilton is right down the street where they film the Golden Globes every year. And finally, we arrive in Long Beach where Travis is skating in the Amateur Skateboard League tournament. You can see the Queen Mary out there, so the amateur skateboard half pipe would have been right here in the parking lot. And then the girls were set up somewhere here on the grassy hillside cheering him on. Alright everyone, thanks for tagging along on another filming locations video. What'd you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, it really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe too, so you can get more of my filming locations videos and my Emmy events and just, you know, general shenanigans all around LA. Thanks for watching everyone. I am out of here.